Alright, Unit 20, Day 1. Hey, we're almost done. We've only got one unit left after this. So let's go ahead and knock this out. Now today we're doing an introduction to square roots. Now we've already dealt with square roots to an extent. All that we've done so far though is plug things into calculators and just gave an output. Well, what we're going to start doing is we're going to figure out what to do with the decimal parts and make it to where we don't have a decimal, but we have what's called an exact answer. Okay? No more truncating them and rounding off and messing up your answers due to rounding errors. Real, genuine answers. Okay? So, this first section is very simple. Okay? All that we got to do is take the square roots of these numbers. So square root of 25, as we know, is 5. Square root of negative 80, or the negative square root of 81, rather, is negative 9. Square root of 144 is 12, and the square root of 121 is, and always will be, 11. Alright, so, number 5. Number 5 is unique. It's a fraction. We're taking the square root of a fraction. Yes, you can plug that in your calculator, but I'm going to show you the mechanics behind how that actually works. What it does is it takes the square root of the top and the square root of the bottom. Okay? Square root of 1 is just 1. Square root of 4 is 2. And we're left with 1/2. And it's that easy. Now, whenever I ask somebody something in English, I expect an English response. It's just kind of how it works. If somebody asks me something in Spanish, I try my best to respond in Spanish. Okay? Same thing if, somebody asked me something in German, I would try my very best to speak German, or try to. So same thing holds true. If somebody asks me something with a fraction, I'm going to respond with a fraction. Same thing for a decimal. If somebody asks me something with decimals, I answer with decimals. So that's what goes with number 6. So we're going to take the square root of 0.36, and that winds up being 0.6. And there we have it. It's that simple. Alright, next thing, okay, number 7. Alright, number 7 through 12. It's asking us to determine whether each expression is rational or irrational. Now, that doesn't mean are these numbers crazy or sane. It just means, are they able to be put into a ratio? Okay, that's where the word came from. So, if we plug number 7 into the calculators, okay, you will notice that you wind up with negative 6 point blah 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 blah. Just lots of stuff. Okay, big, long, nasty decimal. And here's the deal with that. Okay, when you wind up with that big long decimal, it just means that it's irrational. You cannot put it into a ratio. So that's how we respond. We say irrational. Alright, same thing goes for number 8. Okay, we just put that in the calculator and see what pops out. And when we do that, it pops out 16. And, well, 16 is a rational number. Okay, it's an integer, which is rational, so that's what we say. Alright, number 19. If we look at that, that's going to be 13, which means that it is, in fact, rational. Okay, number 10. Again, we plug into the calculator and we wind up with 11 point something something something, and whenever we get that 11 point something 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 and realize that it doesn't repeat, we realize that it is irrational. Alright, same thing goes for number 11. Plug it in, see what happens. You will realize that it is irrational very fast. Okay, now number 12, we can do the same trick that we did on number 5 up here. Okay, we take the square root of the top and the square root of the bottom, and that's going to be 1/3. Okay, which makes this a rational number, which seems kind of misleading a little bit, because when you actually put the square root of 1/9 in your calculator, you get 0.33333333 repeating, which a lot of y'all are going to be like, whoa, that's a big decimal. But the thing is, it instantly repeats. And whenever it instantly repeats like that, that just means that it is rational. You can put it into some form of a fraction. Alright, so, moving along here. We've got numbers 13 through 16, okay? And all those are asking us to do is figure out between what two consecutive integers do those square roots lie? Where do those radicals lie? So, if we look at it, and we take the square root of 19.4, we're going to realize that that's going to be somewhere between 4 and 5. We get 4.4 something, 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 something. Okay, so we just say 4 and 5. That's the numbers that happens to be between. Okay, we do the same thing for number 14. Go ahead and plug it in your calculator and figure out what that winds up spitting out. Okay, whenever it spits that out, we're going to figure out that that's between -5 and -6. Number 15, we're going to do something of the same thing. We're going to go 2, and we're going to find out that we can go 2 and 3. Okay, the square root of 8.7 is on the back side of 2 going on 3. Okay, and then on number 16, again, put it in the calculator, see what pops up, see what happens. So when we do that, we wind up with it's somewhere between -9 and let's see if I can write correctly today. That doesn't even look like a 9, that looks like a 4. Okay, -9 and -10. There we go. Alright, almost done. Number 17, 18, and 19, all that it's asking us to do is to plug those into the calculator. Okay, these are about as easy as it gets. All you have to be able to do on this is know how to round properly. Alright, now on number 17, you should get 6.32, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, not too bad. That's an easy one. You don't even really have to round on that one. Okay, next one. Okay, you should wind up with 4.34. Okay, and a lot of you are like, whoa, wait, I put that in the calculator and I got 4.33. But it's 4.335. Okay, that 5 makes you have to round that 3 up to a 4, okay? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. Come on, y'all. Alright, so number 19, okay, we plug that in the calculator, we should wind up with -13.13, and there you go. Alright, last one. Okay, it says the area of a square is 625 centimeters squared, and it says to find the length of each side and draw a picture. Okay, my picture is drawn, I got a square there, okay? Anytime that I see a shape word, I like to go ahead and draw that shape. It helps me, and it would really help a lot of y'all. Okay, so we've got 625 as the area, centimeters squared. So we got a side and a side, so that's s squared equals 625. Take the square root of both sides, and that's going to be s equals 25. And there it is. Boom. And the notes are done in less than 10 minutes. Woo!